Yo, what's going on, guys? Dark here. I'm back in another video of a Slayer on Empire gameplay for you guys. Not a gameplay, but a tips video. This map is extremely similar to Eden. And also, guys, before I start this tips video, I want to say sorry. Like, my Coliseum tips video just disappeared. I was looking through my enlisted videos, just kind of deleting them, kind of looking at what I did in the past and stuff like that. And apparently, like, I wasn't even in the phase of like deleting them. I was just kind of like watching them, and somehow just randomly my Coliseum sub just disappeared. So I don't know what happened to that. And I was so furious. I was like, are you serious? Like, because people can go back and watch it, and I feel like a lot of this stuff, I get a lot of like support on videos like that, just like tips videos. Like, some people go back and watch it and they tell their friends about it, and it spreads it a lot more. And I kind of I'm like, come on, dude, like, are you serious? So I was pretty frustrated about that. But this map is extremely similar to Eden, the last map. I'm gonna tell you guys what I do at the spawn, what I do at the start, blah blah, and different strategies and stuff like that. I personally like this map a lot more. I like Empire a lot more than Eden. I feel like this map feels more like a Halo map, to be honest with you. It feels more like arena, fast paced, and Halo's not always fast paced, obviously, but it just feels more like a Halo map in general. Eden kind of feels like more of a, honestly, it feels like a Destiny map. It just feels like a different game. It's just way too big and way, I don't know. I don't know, that's just me, guys. I know I'm gonna get some flack. Like, what are you talking about? I think it plays fine, but it doesn't feel like 100% like a Halo map to me. Obviously, because Halo 5 has different movements, but whatever. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you guys my starting shot. This is pretty much what I do on this map every single time off spawn. You guys won't really see me do anything else. So if you guys play against me, you'll know where I'll be. So like, I'll just sprint out here, throw us out here, just like Eden. Nade right there every single time, or nade right here. Get the nade right up on that fan, and pretty much 80% of the time for me, it seems like, I don't know how this came up to 80, but people will get hurt if they step up on that fan over there. So I'll do that pretty much a majority of the time. Just run out here, jump up on this fan, and try getting an angle on the guy before they get an angle on me, obviously. So I'll stand like at the tip or right here and kind of just watch it so they don't push rockets or overshield or whatever's out there. Another strategy on this map, a lot of people do, they push. I've seen Sightdown do it. They won't do it like off spawn necessarily, but in the middle of a game. So like going like this. I don't really do it, but you go around to the side here. Oh, come on. And then you go around the side here and you get like sit here, kind of bait stuff, and then jump back out. I'm like, oh, I'm here, guys. So that's a pretty useful strategy. You can do it on both sides. So I'm gonna show you guys right here. Kind of just hop around the side here, aim for this thing right here. You can aim for the outermost one too. But I really don't do it that often. I don't really find it amazingly useful. Maybe like in the middle of the game it would be, but towards the starting, I feel like it's a predictable path. Like, once you're there, I mean, you could go back if you wanted to, but it's like, if you just want to like push this faster, it's like people can just easily nade right there and give no cover, and it's gonna end up bad for you. Even if you do pick up rockets by doing that trick, these guys are up here. You have to shoot a rocket up at them. It's gonna probably hit this back wall. They can thrust forward or something like that, and there could be multiple people out here. So that's why I don't think it's really that useful off the start. Another thing that I used to do for my team sometimes would push, I would push over shield. So I would just, thrust to the window, kind of angle yourself to the point where you don't really hit that wall that much, and just kind of slide in between this area right here, this space, and then you'll pretty much soar on over shield and you can pick it up. There's gonna be a lot of people there, a lot of people nading it. Some people off spawn, they like play the more passive route. I mean, I feel like it doesn't really work as well in Halo 5. If you guys have a really good team shot, like, they'll jump out here and then they'll nade off this. If they have frags, it would bounce right up into their face if they're in the yard. So people just nade there and kind of bait OS, I don't really do that too often, but like, if I see my teammate in a position to get out, I'll kind of sit there and put shots on the guy who's rushing on the opposite team for overshield, try helping him out. So even if he does get overshield, like, while he's picking it up, we can burn it off of him. So another thing off spawn, some people go tower. I mean, I don't think it's incredibly useful necessarily off the start. I mean, I think OS and rockets are far more important than a saw or shotgun, but you still find those people who do go for it every so often. Sometimes I will if I kind of get pushed, and I'll just get bumped this way. So so some people just go like this to top tower and nade the opposite way. I mean, which is cool, but you're not really fighting for anything. You're just kind of fighting for top tower control, even though the game just started. So like, some people just draw stuff right here like that, fly through the window, and a lot of people, like, the saw will be right here, but a lot of people don't shoot the barrels. I don't know why no one shoots the barrels. I do this every single time I come up here, and I get free kills off of it. Sometimes people are they want to be too hasty and too fast just to get a shotgun or just to get a saw. So I'll sit there and be like, Alright then, you guys wanna go for Saw pretty fast, huh? And then like I'll sit right here in the window and just wait for him and be like, okay, easy kill right there. So that's for people who are impatient. And then shotgun too, you can't really do anything from that angle like I showed you, but there's like a counter to everything like I said before. So like sometimes you'll see him off spawn in your spawn window here. Like you'll see him like right here, like you'll see the guy plat drop down here, and most likely if he drops down here or he drops down in that front area, he'll be going for shotgun. Or you'll see someone sprint past this area right here, you go for shotgun. If you kind of sit back a little bit longer than you need to, but you can catch people with a shotgun too. Some people just push shotgun. Why am I lagging in my own custom game with that? Some people you'll see catching. I'm lagging. What? Hold on, guys. What's going on? What? You guys saw that too? No way.
And I'm sitting here in the main menu because the servers suck!
Alright guys, we're back, and I don't know what was up with that. It's so weird. I never lag out this game really anymore since the update. That's just kind of weird. I don't know why Halo 5 does that sometimes, but where was I, guys? I was back at the tower. So like as I was saying though, like in general, like you can catch people with a shotgun off spawn, like right here, shoot a barrel, and you'll pretty much kill them. And sometimes they'll do the same to you. I think more times than not, it's better to throw a grenade in there. Why is it like lagging? It's so weird. But it's throwing a grenade in there. Whoa, do you guys see this? I don't know why the game's lagging. Whatever. I'm just gonna get on with the tips video for you guys. So yeah, generally that's what people do when they go to tower. You see some people too, like some people like off spawn, they'll kind of hop up here, and then you'll push turbine, and some people push like that, get a better angle on the people there, or some people kind of go up here and just kind of have a whole entire flank on them. Most of the time they'll have a guy here also, or a guy like their BR. Sometimes people just sit here with BR, or not BR necessarily, but like just sitting up here and like just looking, observing, and they'll sit there and wait for overshield, or they'll nade, you know, in front of them or in front of the overshield so you can't get it or something like that. So be careful of that when you just store out for overshield. Look for the guy BR, and he may just be looking down at you. Plus he has a height advantage and stuff like that, so he'll just be shooting down at you. And has a pretty good angle overshield. He can see you pretty much from like the moment you reach the top of those stairs. He can see you. So that's another thing to do off spawn, just pushing the turbine. And this map is symmetrical, so it makes for a lot shorter of a video than than what I did in the past. I don't have to go over both sides. You could obviously do both of the strategies from both sides. It works the same, obviously. But in terms of setups and stuff on this map, I mean, I really feel like, I feel like setups don't really exist too much on this map, especially for strongholds. You're constantly rotating, and you're constantly pushing either side of the map. So it's like there's one in pit, there's one in each base, like where you spawn at, like right there. So you're constantly rotating. You don't want to just hold, I want to hold blue and I want to hold pit. I feel like that never works. You're going to get collapsed on. You're going to let them have, I feel like you're going to let them have more momentum. This map, I feel like, is just about constantly moving. Just, you're gunning. Like, you and your team has pit and blue. Everyone, or at least two people, just push outside and put pressure on the middle part of the map and just push outside and push towards their side of the base and stuff like that. And the second they start getting blue, you got to start getting red, and it's constantly keep them on their toes. This map, I feel like there's no such thing as a setup when I play. I feel like I'm constantly running around and fighting people. I never really feel like I'm standing still. And for my team, I was always the person. Me and my friend, we always would push outside. We wouldn't really be people fighting in there too much. I mean, I feel like outside control is the most important thing on this map. Even though there's a saw and stuff in tower, I feel like outside, especially in strongholds, is more important on this map because you have rocket control and stuff like that. So I feel like you have more control of OS. So having this outside control, you guys really want to do this. I feel like don't have 4 people out here just running back and forth between the fans and their spawns and their bases and stuff like that. But at least have like 2 people just kind of rotating outside, and maybe a person, just kind of maybe top center putting pressure on the spawns, maybe a person in tower. But I feel like outside control, you should always have 2 people there, and that's just my opinion. I feel like I haven't watched too many pro gameplays of this map recently to really know the best setup, but in my opinion, in the past and when I played for my team, that's what we did for the most part. And I feel like we were really good on this map, especially when it came to strongholds. we were really good at just rotating outside, like being like, oh, they're spawning blue, we put pressure on their base and stuff like that, and we'll be all up in them. That sounded kind of weird, but like they'll be on plat, I'll be nading it back there, and there's not much they can do when we have lockdown. They're bend. So that's why I feel like it's a really effective strategy for this map in general. At least have 2 people outside on this map. It may not work anymore because like I said, I haven't seen gameplay this map really too much recently, so I may not be 100% up on the meta. But when I play this game in matchmaking, that's what I think is most effective. So, in terms of like tips on this map that I could give you guys, like tricks and stuff, I kind of, I've seen Snipedown do this a lot more ever since he joined Envy. He does this thing right here, like he'll sit, let's say like top center for example, and most of the time you'll have like a DMR doing this. If they're going plat, a lot of people just go plat. There's no cover here really, but you could get shots down on them, but most of the time they're just gonna thrust around that corner or thrust down in the alleyway. So if they're plat, and the way to kill them fast to the point where they can't even react, if you shoot this barrel right there, that red thing, and if you shoot it enough times, it'll just blow up and kill them, and it'll get like an explosive kill. And you can do it from both sides. It's kind of a barrel blocking this one over here, but you can shoot it from both sides and get a kill if you're standing here. Actually, there's a barrel there too. I just feel like this one over here is just harder to shoot. I don't know why, but okay, hold on, pause. The barrel's, oh yeah, in front of here on that one, and then right there it's back behind that shelf. So maybe that's why. Yeah. So I think that's really useful. I find that really useful for getting like 1 or 2 kills here and there. You can get 2 or 3 more kills a game, maybe if you just kind of pay more attention. There's splinter grenades there too. You can shoot it and kind of put some damage on people. You're not really gonna kill someone. Like I said, with the DMR, like Snipedown uses it. I really recommend using the DMR, especially if you're gonna be that person to kind of lock down in front of a base for a second as your team pushes outside. Or if you're outside with the DMR, you could just really put some good shots down on people with the range of it. So. Especially people who just sit back there. It's kind of hard to get pistol shots, all the way back there. But if you have a DMR, like, it's pinpoint. I feel like a lot of people need to utilize the sneakies more. I mean, this is such a good choke point to trap your enemy in. So, like, sometimes I'll kind of bait people to go in the sneaky. Like, I'll be fighting them right here and stuff like that. Blah, blah. I'll make them weak, and then I'll go over here, and I'll just, like, crouch on. That's kind of a bad example. But I'll go over here, like, I'll crouch, jump up here, and jump up here, and I'll be off the radar, and they'll be kind of weak, so they'll rest like right here for a second, thinking that I'm still standing on top of the fan, or it'll be sitting like under here. So I'll like throw a grenade off this, and I'll kind of roll onto them. Throw a grenade right there, splinter grenade. Sometimes they'll hop up on my fan, and then just I'll rotate around and kind of play that game with them. Rockets are especially effective on this map too. Like I said, like in previous episodes, like just stay by walls, like walled areas. Like I sit on the fan. It's always better to have like height advantage shooting at rockets. So like I'll sit on top of the fan, just wait for him to go bend and shoot right there or something. A counter to that is when people push out here, like on that like U or that J type shape, it's really hard. Like you'll shoot here and maybe like see a guy up there, and he could thrust away from that. I feel like a lot easier than a person here. They could thrust back in their base, or they'll thrust out. Most of the time, if they thrust out, they'll die. They'll be weak by the rocket or something, and then you can just clean them up. Most of the time, people just thrust back in there, and it's kind of annoying. A lot of people sit in these corners too on the bases. I mean, I do it sometimes too to stay alive. It's a really good you have to force the enemy to push you. In here, and you can have teammates sitting right there in the alleyway or on the plat, and it forces the enemy. The only angle they could get on you is like they have to push out, like they actually get a shot on you. It's really hard to get grenades in there, but a lot of time when people sit there, like I'll push the J turn kind of here, or blue outside, blue man, whatever you want to call it, and I'll throw a grenade like right there. And that was kind of a weird nade. I don't know what happened, but if you get a really good grenade, you can get it like right here in the corner. It's kind of hard to really get it like right in there, but you could get it kind of in this general area. I'll throw like a splinter grenade right there too if they want to like try jumping up here. But generally, that's pretty much it for the map though. Like, I feel like you constantly want to play this map fast. You want to just abuse the shotgun and the overshield. I feel like, and the rockets. Like obviously, like power weapons are so important, but I feel like on this map they can really change the momentum of the entire game. Because a shotgun just running around this map, especially when it's mostly close quarters, you could just go like boom, and then I don't know. This is crazy how much you could do with the shotgun on this map. If you know how to use it, and you can really turn the game. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tip series or this map. You know, I really like this map a lot, guys, and you know, I really hope you guys enjoy the map when you play it online, trying to use some of these new tactics, and I hope it helps you guys. So for the weekend, I'm gonna be doing a lot more like actual gameplay tips, like me playing or like actual me playing a game or something like that. Or people want to have me like, I think it'll be pretty cool if they want to, you know, get it, like send in their clip or like send in their gameplays. I think that'd be pretty cool just to kind of like go over them. I know it's been done, like every tip channel has done that, but I think it'll be pretty cool just for me to review their gameplays. It's hear it from a different perspective. And that's pretty much it for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, the next tips video, or next video I do. Hope you guys have a good day. I'm out. Peace.